Hi guys, good morning. Today I bring you with me to visit the Carapace winery, which is a Tenuta Castelbuono of Famiglia Lunelli, Lunelli's family group of wineries in Umbria. Look around how beautiful it is here. So these are all the vineyards around the winery. It's incredible. So the view here is unbelievable. And on our left, just in a while, you will see the big structure of the winery, which is called Carapace, which means basically turtle. So it resembles a turtle. And it has been designed by Arnaldo Pomodoro, which is this famous designer and artist, Italian artist. So 2001, they purchased Sagrantino and Sangiovese vineyards, right?
Sangiovese and Merlot and Cabernet.
Okay.
We are actually focused on the production of red wines, and we cultivate just red grapes. Sagrantino, Merlot, Cabernet and Sangiovese.
Okay, these right here are Sagrantino?
Is Sagrantino, okay. Yes. The family commissioned the winery to one of the most famous contemporary artists in the world. The name is Arnaldo Pomodoro. And he accepted the commission because of a friendship with the family. And he created and designed for the winery a big carapace that represent a turtle shell that wanted to represent the characteristic of the Sagrantino, the longevity, the power and the patience.
The strength of the Sagrantino as well.
Because we are talking about of a very longevous wine, one of the most tannic grape that we have in Italy, and it's a wine that is a long time to age. So
okay, the red one.
It has the function to indicate our position in the territory.
Okay, like an arrow, like pointing.
Yeah, coming down from the sky, yes. Like to represent the relation between the man and the sky.
So this vine here, guys, has 60 years old. It's a Sagrantino vine, and these together with these other two ones were selected through a massal selection when the Lunelli family came here to purchase the vineyard and to start the business, the winery in Montefalco and Bevagna. In Bevagna there were no vineyards, so they selected these vines from Montefalco and they started planting the vineyards all around Bevagna with the bunches coming from this proper vine we are seeing here. So they did a huge research and a huge work of selection together with the Istituto San Michele all'Adige, which is a very, very famous viticulture school in Trentino Alto Adige, one of the most famous of Italy. And so it's beautiful they kept these vines here to show people how everything was born and how all the projects started.
Entrando nel sottocupole, la prima cosa che attira l'attenzione del nostro visitatore è proprio il soffitto, perché attraverso una ripetizione costante di moduli geometrici e meccanici il maestro Pomodoro ha voluto riprodurre lo scheletro stilizzato della tartaruga. The skeleton of the turtle. And questa parte dell'arco grigio, che è l'altro importante, rappresenta là in fondo abbiamo
Going downstairs, and well hidden downstairs there is the production area of the winery. Look here, all the barriques, the barrels. Of course, the smell is amazing as usual. But look how beautiful it is. It's about 10 meters underground. Okay, 10 meters underground. Going in circle, like in a coherent way with the architecture of the Carapace.
With the color of the sky.
Yes.
Because the artist wanted inverted the position of the sky, because here we have the wine that has to sleep, and he wanted to reproduce a sacred place, a holy place, and you cannot disturb the wine. So it's a beautiful metaphor.
Wow.
This is a little wine temple. The name is Ziggurat, like our Montefeltro Rosso.
Ziggurat, yes.
Inspired by the ancient Mesopotamic temple, built to connect the map and the sky. We see again this symbolism.
We talk about wine because I know here is very important to talk about art, because we are in a piece of art actually, and this wine is produced in one of the masterpieces of Arnaldo Pomodoro, so it's really hard not to talk about art, but about the wine, you do produce like you said 120,000 bottles.
Yes.
All red wines from Sagrantino and Sangiovese, right?
Yes.
And all the barrique and the barrels are here in the Carapace.
Yes. Here we use 3 different kinds of barrels: barrique, tonneau, and big cask.
Yes.
For 3,000 liters of wine or 4,000 liters of wine.
Okay, yeah, the big cask we call it botte grande in Italy.
Yes. And we use the big cask just for the Sagrantino, that has to stay for a long time.
Yes.
Because it's a wine that needs to rest. And as you can see, we have also other different kind of barrels.
Yes.
We call them troncoconic.
So in this barrel, they started in 2015, an experiment, and they started fermenting Sagrantino in barrels instead of stainless steel tank. And I read here agricoltura biologica, so it's organic farming now.
Yeah, we do organic cultivation from 2014, and now we cannot use any more
pesticides or chemicals. Yeah, of course. So it's certified organic. Great. And this wine will be ready in?
It depends. It will be a reserve of Sagrantino, so need to stay 1 year more than usual.
The usual, yeah.
And usually the Sagrantino has to stay minimum 36 months.
Okay.
But we keep it 1 year more to do a reserve.
Okay, great. So another experiment the Minelli family is conducting is to ferment Sagrantino in amphors. This is a Tuscan amphor, and the Sagrantino stays here for 7 months or more fermenting, so it's a long fermentation, very slow, and it's an experiment, so the wine is not yet on the market. They're still studying and see how the Sagrantino behaves in the amphors, and this is the Tuscan amphor, but they are also experimenting in these big amphors here, which are typical from Trento, where the Minelli family is from, in the Trentino Alto Adige area. And you have to think that the amphors are 80% more porous than the wood. So fermenting in oak or in barrel, fermenting in amphor respect of fermenting in the barrel, like absorb 80% more of the wine in the amphor. And yeah, we don't know yet how the Sagrantino will turn out, but they expect more primary aromas, very fruit and flavor to come out from this kind of wines fermented in amphors instead of oak. So now we go on with the tour of the winery and we go upstairs to have a tasting with Luca Capaldini, which is the enologist of the winery. One of the barrels where they ferment the Sagrantino. The Sagrantino stays here for 2 weeks fermenting very slowly, and they do punch down the Sagrantino grapes during the fermentation twice per day manually. So people just come here on the barrel, they punch down the smashed berries, and they like move the juice down in the barrel in order to have an homogeneous fermentation of the Sagrantino. And this allows to extract the good tannins from the skin in a very soft way, because you know Sagrantino is a very tannic variety. The enologist was saying it's just like an horse which is wild and you have to domesticate the horse. So this gentle and long fermentation in barrels allow them to have good tannins, smooth tannins, and to have very bright primary aromas. E liquirizia, non so perché.
Sì, liquirizia, hai ragione.
Liquirizia,
sì,
questo
molto
forte, intenso proprio. Vabbè, al naso i frutti rossi primari, la bacca, le bacche, i frutti da bacca comunque, anche il floreale, eccetera, ma in bocca ho tantissima liquirizia.
La ciliegia, soprattutto in questo vino come retrogusto, perché c'è il sorso, c'è la beva e poi c'è, dopo 2 o 3 secondi, anche un colpo insomma fruttato del rosso.
Sì. Tipo la marasca.
E è un sentore tipico dei Montefalco Rosso, quando anche assaggerai altri Montefalco, troverai questo tannino sottile dato dal Sangiovese e dal Sagrantino, troverai questi frutti rossi legati, come hai detto benissimo, anche al ginepro, liquirizia, ma poi la liquirizia si va anche per un discorso dovuto sia all'austerità del Sagrantino sia all'affinamento del legno.
Certo.
Più di affinamento in legno.
Ok, so the Riserva is 1 year more in oak.
Soprattutto il barrique.
And the blend is always Sangiovese 60%.
Il blend è sempre Sangiovese 60%,
60% Sangiovese, 15% Sagrantino.
E la restante percentuale Merlot Cabernet in base all'annata.
On the Sangiovese and the Sagrantino, they do a double selection of the grapes from the harvest. So they harvest multiple times to select the grapes when they're perfect and ready to be picked. And then in the winery, they select the best berries, the best grapes again. So double selection of the best fruit for these wines.